Let's look at the versatility of the EM-Smart Rotary Attachment to expand your capabilities of the EM-Smart Dual Laser Engraver. The rotary attachment allows you to engrave tumblers, glasses, jewelry rings, spheres such as Christmas ornaments, and others. Hi, this is Ken of Wrist Innovations, and today I will specifically focus on the EM-Smart Rotary Attachment that connects to the EM-Smart Dual Laser Engraver. In a previous video, I covered how to set up and run the EM-Smart Dual 20-watt fiber laser and 20-watt diode laser engraver, so I've included that link in the description below. For today's video on the rotary attachment, I've broken down the video into the following chapters: rotary features and pricing, unboxing and setup, engraving parts, and conclusion. So let's get started. First, I want to thank EM-Smart for sending me the dual laser engraver and the rotary attachment for my evaluation. Now, let's discuss the features. The rotary attachment allows you to engrave in a variety of objects such as tumblers, glasses, jewelry rings, and spheres using different tooling to hold the parts. There are four main ways to clamp parts in the rotary attachment. Number one, the roller. For cylindrical workpieces, 10 millimeters to 200 millimeters in diameter, the roller works very well for this. Number two, clamp from the outside. Cylindrical objects with a diameter of 1 to 120 millimeters fit in the chuck, and the chuck jaws have an anti-slip pad to accurately hold your objects. Great examples are tumblers and mugs. Number three, clamping from the inside. Cylindrical objects with a diameter of 20 to 130 millimeters works well for this. That would be an example of glasses. Number four, the stud attachment. Spheres with a diameter of 25 millimeters to 110 millimeters, or rings, bracelets, and other ring-shaped objects with a diameter of 10 to 90 millimeters work well with the stud option. The rotary attachment is easily assembled, and it connects to the dual laser engraver via a cable that connects to the back of the laser. The rotary is compatible with popular software such as Lightburn. At the making of this video, November 2025, the price of the rotary attachment is on sale for $279, normally $399. Next, let's cover the unboxing and setup. The rotary attachment includes the following: the rotary motor or headstock, two rollers, angle knob, adjustable chuck, cable, rotary motor bracket, the main base plate, a tape measure, and some accessories hardware. First, attach the rotary motor to the motor bracket. Then attach the motor bracket to the main base plate. Next, attach the rollers. Then attach the belt. Next, attach the electrical cable. Turn on the dual laser engraver and your computer and open up your laser software, in my case, Lightburn. Now let's engrave some parts. Let's first gain some experience with the rotary by engraving this maple dowel. In this case, we need to measure the diameter of the rotary rollers because we will need this for the Lightburn software. I measured the roller diameter to be 15.08 millimeters. Place the rotary with the maple dowel into the dual laser engraver and line up the laser dots on the top surface of the dowel. Use the up and down arrow buttons to converge the laser dots to one point, which is then focused. Now go to Lightburn, Laser Tools, Rotary Setup, and choose the following. Rotary type is the roller. Enable rotary. Turn off the reverse rotary direction. The rotary axis is the y-axis. The roller diameter is 15.08 millimeters that we just measured. Adjust rotary settings steps per rotation by clicking on the test button. The roller should turn one complete revolution. Adjust the steps per rotation until it matches a full revolution. You can enter the object diameter, which for my dowel is 25.4 millimeters. However, this is not needed for the roller setup, but Lightburn does calculate the object circumference for you as a reference. I set the layer mode to fill, speed to 100 millimeters per second, and 5% power. Double click on the layer and make sure that you click on Use Laser 2, which is the diode laser. Adjust your image to where you want it on your object. Click on Frame to see where the laser will engrave on your actual object. Click on Start to start the engraving. This turned out nice. So now it's time to engrave a painted tumbler. Change the tooling on the rotary by removing the roller belts and installing the chuck along with the chuck grippers. Measure the diameter of the tumbler, which in my case is 85.78 millimeters. We will need this when we set up the light burn. Focus the laser on the top of the tumbler just like you did with the maple dowel. Now go into light burn, laser tools, rotary setup, and choose the following. Rotary type is now the chuck. Click Enable Rotary. Turn off the reverse rotary direction. The rotary axis should be Y. The object diameter is 85.78 millimeters that we just measured. Adjust the rotary settings, steps per rotation by clicking on the test button. The object should turn 1 complete revolution. Adjust the steps per rotation until it matches a full revolution. I set the layer mode to Image, speed to 20 millimeters per second, and 70% power. Adjust your image to where you want it on the tumbler. Click on the frame button to see where the laser will engrave on your actual tumbler. Click on Start to start the engraving. After the engraving is done, remove the tumbler and clean it with a magic eraser and some water. I think my logo turned out great. At the making of this video, November 2025, now is a good time to engrave some Christmas ornaments. First, we need to remove the chuck grippers and replace them with the 3 studs that have sphere fingers on the end. The studs make it easy to hold spheres like Christmas ornaments perfectly. Measure the diameter of the Christmas ornament, which in my case is 64.79 millimeters. We will need this when we set up things in Lightburn. Focus the laser on the top of the Christmas ornament just like you did with the tumbler. Now, go into Lightburn, Laser Tools, Rotary Setup, and choose the following. Rotary type, chuck, enable rotary, turn off the reverse rotary direction. The rotary axis is still the y-axis. The object diameter is 64.79 millimeters that we just measured. Make sure the Use Laser 2 is toggled on, which is for the diode laser. Set the layer mode to Fill, speed to 3000 millimeters per second, and 50% power. Adjust your image where you want it on the Christmas ornament. Click on Frame to see where the laser will engrave on the actual Christmas ornament. Click on Start to start the engraving. I think the Christmas ornament turned out fantastic. Now, while we have the stud attachments to the chuck, let's try to engrave a stainless steel ring. Measure the outside diameter of the ring, which in my case is 24.08 millimeters. Focus the laser on top of the ring, just like you did for the Christmas ornament. Now, go into Lightburn, Laser Tools, Rotary Setup, and choose the following. Rotary type, chuck, enable rotary, turn off the reverse rotary direction. Rotary axis is the y-axis. Object diameter 24.08 millimeters that we just measured. Make sure the Use Laser 2 is toggled off this time because we're using the fiber laser. Set the layer mode to Fill, speed to 25 millimeters per second, and 80% power. Adjust your image to where you want it on the ring. Click on Frame to see where the laser will engrave on your actual ring. Click on Start to start the engraving. I think the ring turned out great. Now let's try to engrave the inside diameter of the stainless steel ring. Measure the inside diameter of the ring, which in my case is 20.34 millimeters. To focus the laser for the inside diameter of the ring, we need to rotate the rotary head so that the laser has a clear path to the ID of the ring. It's a bit trickier, but you need to focus the laser dots to the middle of the ID of the ring. Now, go into Lightburn, Laser Tools, Rotary Setup, and choose the following. Rotary type, chuck, enable rotary. Now this time turn on the reverse rotary direction. This is important because you will need to turn this on or else your text will be backwards. The rotary axis is still the y-axis. The object diameter is the ID of the ring, which in my case is 20.34 millimeters that we just measured. Make sure the Use Laser 2 is toggled off, which is for the fiber laser. I set the layer mode to Fill, speed to 25 millimeters per second, and 80% power. Adjust your image to where you want it on your ring. Click on Frame to see where the laser will engrave on your actual ring. Click on Start to start the engraving. The engraving was a bit off-center, but I'm sure I will be able to improve on that the next time I engrave an ID of a ring. Overall, I think the ring turned out great. The EM-Smart Rotary is a multi-purpose attachment for the EM-Smart dual family of laser engravers that really expand your laser engraving capabilities by being able to engrave cylindrical objects such as tumblers and drink glasses and rings, as well as spherical objects such as Christmas ornaments due to the variety of jaw designs. It only takes a few minutes to assemble, and it easily attaches to the dual laser engraver with a simple cable. Also, it's easy to use the Lightburn software to create stunning products. If you found this video useful, please consider hitting the like button and also the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. If you'd like to see my previous video on running the EM-Smart dual laser engraver, that link is here. Thanks for watching. Bye!